Hi, today I want to talk to you about getting a mentor, why you need one, and 3 good ways you can get one. Let's get right to it. Now, why does anybody need a mentor to begin with? I think this may seem obvious, but just in case you haven't really thought this through, there's 3 reasons I believe everybody needs a mentor at all times in your life in at least one key area of focus. And the first reason is it saves you money. How does it save you money to have a mentor? It saves you money because your mentor can keep you from making stupid mistakes that cost money. So a mentor can save you money. And by the way, if you'll hang to the end of this video, I'm going to encourage you to leave a comment. I have a specific question to ask you, and I'm going to give you a tip that will help you maximize the mileage you get out of your relationship with a mentor. In fact, if you manage to get a famous mentor, I'm going to show you how to get more of their attention and more of their time. That's coming up at the end of this video. Now let's go back to the number 2 reason why you need a mentor. Not only does it save you money, it saves you effort. A mentor can look at what you're doing in any area of your life, whether it be your finances, your health, your relationships, your business, whatever, and they can see the mistakes they made that cost them so much effort, the learning by trial and error. You can skip that. And the 3rd reason you need a mentor is because he saves you or she saves you time. And this is actually the most important of all 3 reasons you need a mentor, because time is the one non-renewable resource you have available to you. Once it's passed, you can't get it back. So anybody who can save you time is someone you need to pay attention to. Now, how do you get a mentor? This is the big question. You don't do it by sending an email to a famous person saying, hey, would you mentor me? Because you basically ask that person to take on a full-time job for free. So here are 3 ways you can get a good mentor. Number 1 is you can have an imaginary mentor. Now, before you get flipped out and think, well, that's no good, imaginary, that's not going to help me. What I mean by imaginary is pick a famous person from history and learn from their wisdom. And you have to be careful about where you get your information. I think the best source is to get autobiographies, books that were written by the person you want to serve as your mentor. Now, autobiographies are great, but there does tend to be a little bit of making things seem a little better than they actually were, of smoothing over the roughest spots, the spots that might make you look the worst. So you want to also get a good, credible biography that's written by a 3rd party so they can give you the other side of the story, the parts that maybe the person writing the autobiography, the biography about themselves, that they weren't willing to tell those stories. So you can get an autobiography and a biography of a person from history who's done really well, who's shown excellence in any field, and they can be an imaginary mentor for you. Not the best solution, but a good solution, multiplying your time instead of simply adding some speed to what you're already doing. Now remember, I told you I was going to give you a tip, a way to get more from your mentoring relationship. Let's say that you invested in a coaching program with somebody really famous, like maybe Tony Robbins, and you paid a lot of money, like maybe $100,000 to be in Tony Robbins' coaching group, and you want to get his attention. The problem is there's lots of other people in that coaching group as well. And the question is, how do you stand out? Especially for someone like Tony, who's so famous and has such a vast audience. He's got lots of people that he's working with. And I know his heart is to want to individually work each and every one person. But how do you stand out? How do you get their attention? How do you get more of their time? How do you get more than your fair share? You become their best student. You become their best case study. So first you invest in their program, and then secondly, you dive in and you become the best person at executing whatever it is this mentor teaches, so that they want to use you as a case study and a testimonial. And if you do that, I promise you, you will get not only their attention, you'll get their help, you'll get their connections, and you'll probably get marketing for free because they'll be holding you out as an example, and lots of people will come to know who you are. I've done this successfully, and you can do it too. It takes work, but it works. So my question for you in the comments below, leave a story of how a mentor has helped you, whether you've had a good experience with mentors, or maybe you can tell us where some of the rocks in the path are, and maybe you've had a poor experience with a mentor. No names, please. We don't want to be accusing people of anything. Just want to share your good and bad experience with mentoring and what you think about this video. So if you like it, give it a thumbs up, share it if possible, and I would be honored if you would subscribe to this channel. Click the bell when you do that so you'll be notified when I release a new video. And until next time, may you prosper in all things and be in good health. Peace to your house.